News Update show. I will be going live on here once a week, um, basically to just talk about what's going on with basketball, other stuff. But yeah, man, Hooping News Updates, the Hooping News Update show, episode one. Let's so I'm gonna actually see if I can get some people in here. Zero people so far. I'll just wait for people to come in. See if we get any action. What's going on, bro? It's long time no see. What's up, bro? OTC, LBJ taking it home. All right, here we go. Uh, yeah, man. So basically, what this is gonna be is this is gonna be a thing that I do once a week. Um, I'll just come on here, like I said, beginning, just break stuff down, and just this will be fun. I lost my itch to live stream, like a while ago, and recently I got the itch again, and I'll be on here once a week. The Hooping News Update Show, episode one. What I think about LeBron? LeBron's one of the greatest of all time, but unfortunately, he can't keep up the Nuggets. The Nuggets are just that freaking good. They just Jokic is just Jokic is amazing. He really is, dude. He's just Jokic is something special, man. When I watch Nikola Jokic play basketball, like it's like he is a robot brain. And what I mean by that is he literally sees everything on the court before it happens. It's just Jokic is one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball. And I think listen, man, the Lakers are a really good team. I was saying this with some people. I think the Lakers are actually the second best team in the West. Uh, So I think they're the second best team in the West. So I think the two best teams in the West are playing each other in the first round. And the Nuggets, man. Listen, man. I'm a Celtics fan, and I'm saying this. I believe that the Denver Nuggets are going to win the NBA championship. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He's built. Yeah, yeah. He does have a beard belly. You know what I mean? It is a he does have a beard belly, man. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. They changed it to a TikTok format. Yeah, yeah, they did. I mean, they did. So, okay, yep. And he ride. Don't forget that he rides horses too. He drinks beer and rides horses, and then he goes home and then destroys everyone on the court. Drinks beers, hangs out with his family, rides horses. You probably think Jordan could hang with the Nuggets? That's funny. What's going on, Adrian Adams? What's up, man? Hey guys, smash that like button, man. How we only got one like? Hit that like button. But yeah, man, I want to talk about last night's game between the Celtics and the Miami Heat. Obviously, if you guys were in my last stream, I did talk a lot of about the Miami Heat. And guess what? I did say I prayed that we see them in the first round, and it happened. Guess what? I'm not backing off of that. I still wanted the Miami Heat in the first round. Um, and listen, man, am I worried as a Celtics fan about this series? No. Am I worried in the long run about the Celtics, though? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, listen, man, how the hell do you lose that game? Like, I'm a Celtics fan, and the Miami Heat, they shot like 55% from three. It was absurd, dude. It gave me nightmares because it reminded me of last year when the Miami Heat couldn't miss from three last year, dude. Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin is so fucking bad against every freaking other team in the league, but when he plays the Celtics, this guy turns into fucking Ray Allen. Like, I don't get it. Caleb Martin, what do you have against us, man? What do you have against the Celtics? What did the Celtics do to you, Caleb Martin? Like, what the hell is this shit, man? Like what is this? Like, Spoelstra is a dude. Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA. He really is. Eric Spoelstra is in a league of his own right now in the NBA. I think he's that good as a head coach because the fact that he got this Miami Heat team playing as well as they are, dude, it's all because of Spoelstra. Ain't because of no Jimmy Butler. Ain't because of no Bam Adebayo. It's because of Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is the MVP of the Miami Heat. He really is. Okay, let's see here. Lakers went away from AD in the fourth quarter. Yeah, in one shot, man. That was insane. Like Anthony, if the Lakers fed Anthony Davis should have had like a 45 and 20 game. He really should have. AD was, dude. Anthony Davis was destroying the Denver Nuggets, and they stopped feeding him the ball for whatever reason. That was crazy. The Miami Heat are fighters. Yes, they are. Do you think Russell Westbrook ruined the Lakers? No. What ruined the Lakers was trading for Russell Westbrook, but that's not Russell Westbrook's fault. That's the Lakers' fault for trading for him. Bro, Ty Lue, yeah, that was crazy. Russell Westbrook played really good defense, and he played really well against the Mavericks in game two. I thought that was an idiotic move by Ty Lue to take him out of the game. When that was probably the reason why they lost the game. But yeah, man, like, listen, man, the Celtics have the way better team, like way more talented team. But man, you got to play hard against Miami. Miami's not going to give you the series. You know what I mean? Like you got to take it from Miami. I mean, Miami's not going to lay down for you. They're not going to. You got. You see what the Denver Nuggets did to the Miami Heat last year? The Denver Nuggets took the series from the Miami Heat. That's what the Celtics need to do. The Celtics need to win game three and make a statement in game three. Be like, this team ain't our level. I mean, there's levels to this, and we're just way more talented than the Miami Heat. That's what they have to show in game three. They have to. Because if they don't, then if they let the Miami Heat win game three, then all of a sudden this series is probably going to go 7 games. I mean, I wouldn't say that, man. Saying the Celtics don't look like they want it. Dude, it's one game. I mean, it is one game. The Miami Heat, and by the way, the Miami Heat played well. I'm not taking anything away from the Miami Heat shot 55% from three. I mean, like, come on, dude. And the Celtics been doing that all year, but like the Miami Heat, that was absurd shooting last night. They were shooting the piss out of the ball last night. It was crazy. So it's almost like, okay, Tatum needs to step up. I agree, especially in the fourth quarter and the second half, because what I noticed from Tatum recently is that Tatum has big first quarters and big first halves, but Jason Tatum doesn't score much in the second half. I've been noticing that over the past few weeks. Jason Tatum needs to get his teammates involved early in the game because this is what Jokic does, and this is why Jokic is such a genius. Guys like LeBron, Jokic, these are what these guys do. These guys get their teammates involved early in the game, right? And then guess what? They close the game later. You know what I mean? They'll feed everyone else, they'll let everyone else get into a rhythm, and then late in the game, that's when they really step up and start scoring the ball. That's what Jason Tatum needs to do. Jason Tatum needs to flip his approach because Tatum comes out, he starts off strong, but he fades out as the game goes on. What needs to happen is Tatum needs to chill to start the game, facilitate, be a playmaker, let Drew, Derek White, Porzingis, and Jalen do the carrying early in the game, and then late in the game when there's like 5 minutes left in the game, then that's when Tatum needs to take over. You know what I mean? I think that's the way Tatum should approach the game. Tatum can be a playmaker. I mean, I disagree. I think Tatum could be a playmaker. I mean, I really believe he can. I think he has it in him to be a playmaker. It's the playoffs, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, you're right. You're right. It is the playoffs, but yeah, man, we just gotta step up. I mean, I think we will. I think we'll bounce back in a big way, game three. Um, and then I want to talk about some other series in the NBA, man. I think I'm going to make a bold claim right now. The Philadelphia 76ers are going to win 4 straight games and beat the New York Knicks. Listen, guys, the New York Knicks are not that good. The Knicks defense is good, but the Knicks can't they have a hard time scoring in the half court, and I think that's eventually going to catch up to them. Jalen Brunson has been terrible in these past 2 games. Really should have lost both games. Philadelphia should be up 2-0 right now. Still firmly believe the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win this series. And not only that, I think the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win 4 straight games. You know what I mean? I really believe that. I just think that Philadelphia is the better team. I believe they're better than New York. And man, I like Philadelphia. I mean, I think them being down 2-0 is a fluke. I think they blow the Knicks out tonight. and I think they win Game 4. I think they steal Game 5 on the road, and I think they win Game 6 at home. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm trying to tell you guys, man. The Knicks suck. They're not good. In the half court, they don't have a second option when it matters. I mean, Brunson's been terrible, and the only reason that and honestly, the refs were the reason why Philly lost that game too, because Maxey got fouled and Nick Nurse called a timeout. So really, the series should be tied up at 1. It shouldn't even be 2-0 New York. You know what I mean? I like Philadelphia, guys. I really do. I think Philadelphia will win this series. I just wanted to get that off because I think Maxey will play good, and Embiid at 60% is still giving the Knicks 30. I mean, Embiid is still averaging 30 for the series. So I think Philadelphia will play good at home. I think they'll win both of these games, tied up at 2, get it back to New York for a Game 5, win that, and then they'll win Game 6. That's a hot take. I know it's bold, but I think that will happen. Um, and then let's talk about Phoenix, Minnesota. Listen, guys, so far, it looks like I was wrong about this series. I picked Phoenix to win this series before it started because I thought it was a bad matchup for Minnesota, and I think it's really because of Karl-Anthony Towns. I think Karl-Anthony Towns is weak. I mean, I think Karl-Anthony Towns is trash. I still feel that way, but the Phoenix Suns suck. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just think the Phoenix Suns, to be honest with you guys, they look like a team that is I don't know, something's off about that team. You know what I mean? It might be the coaching, it might be Vogel, it might be KD. Listen, man. It could be that KD's just not that guy. To be honest with you guys, KD, like, ever since leaving the Golden State, before and after he's left Golden State, KD's just not that guy, man. You know what I mean? Like, and I love KD. KD's like my favorite player, but KD just for some reason cannot lead a team. I mean, that's not who he is. KD has to be like KD has to be on in a environment where it's not necessarily like it's tailor made for him. Like what I mean by that is KD can't be like the leader. He can't be like the guy that the franchise builds around. Like I believe that KD was perfect for Golden State because they built that team around Steph Curry. Draymond Green was the emotional leader. All KD had to do was score and just play his role. You know what I mean? Be that guy that closes the game late, scores, and just puts them over the top. KD as the guy and trying to do everything, excuse me, that's just not KD. That's not who he is. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately, I think that's showing. Devin Booker, to me, has always been overrated, and Devin Booker has been horrible in this series so far. I've never really been a huge fan of Devin Booker. Devin Booker got talent, but man, like Devin Booker got a lot of loser intangibles. He does, man. Like Devin Booker's overrated to me. And Bradley Beal has always been overrated to me too. Bradley Beal's just the guy to put up good numbers on the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Like he Bradley Beal didn't really contribute anything to winning when he was on the Wizards. You know what I mean? I get why they made that trade because Chris Paul was over the hill and old and they had to move off of him. So I get why they made that trade, but man, I don't know. Like I don't know, man. Listen, man. Yeah, I agree. Bradley Beal was never that guy. You know what I mean? Brad Beal was never that guy. He's just not that guy. Um, and then yeah, man. Let's see what else is there, man. Let's talk about the what our series can we talk about? Oh yeah, Milwaukee, Indiana. Let's talk about Milwaukee, Indiana. I think the Bucks are cooked. I do. It came out today that Middleton is injured and might miss tomorrow's game too. And guys, if I was the Bucks, I'm not rushing Giannis back because these calf injuries are nothing to play with. These calf injuries are could lead to an Achilles. And if I was the Bucks, I just wouldn't rush him back. I really wouldn't. I think Indiana's going to win the series in 6. Um, and I think they'll win both games at home. I think the Bucks will win game 5, and I think the Pacers will close them out in 6. I just think Indiana is better than them. And even before, like, the Giannis injury, like, if you would have told me that Indiana and Milwaukee would face each other in the first round, I would have said that series is going to go 7. Because Indiana, let's be honest, they've owned Milwaukee all year. I mean, they really have. They were like 4-1 before the playoffs start against the Bucks. So, and then Siakam, guys, Siakam is killing it right now. Siakam has been the best player in the playoffs so far. What's going on, King of the Dead? What's good, bro? They've been the best. He's been the best player in the playoffs so far. Siakam, he's been unreal. Like it's crazy. Like he's getting whatever he wants on offense. He's been great defensively. Siakam has been a beast so far to start these playoffs, and it's because the Bucks they don't have anyone that can guard Siakam. You know what I mean? The Bucks defense is trash, dude. Doc Rivers is terrible. Damian Lillard's played out of his mind in the first half of both games. But you know what I've noticed about Damian Lillard? In the second half of both games, he's disappeared. Done absolutely nothing in the second half of games in these first two games. Like he'll have a big first half, he'll drop like 30 in the first half and then score like he scored 0 points in the first game, and I think he only scored like 8 points in the second half of the last game. So Dame Dalla has done absolutely nothing in the second half of in both of these games. He's killed in the first half, but hasn't done anything in the second half. And listen, man, Middleton's injured. I mean, he rolled his ankle. He twisted his ankle against the Pacers in that game 2 last game. If I'm the Bucks, I'm moving off Middleton in the offseason. I mean, Middleton's too injured all the time. He's literally injured all the time. So if I'm Milwaukee, I'm moving off of Middleton. And then for Indiana, Halliburton got to step up. Halliburton's been great at playmaking, but for Indiana to be serious, to be a serious threat moving forward, Halliburton has to score more. I mean, Halliburton has to be better than what he's been. You know what I mean? I still think Indiana will win this series because with all the injuries that the Bucks have, I just think the Pacers are better right now than the Bucks. So yeah, man, Indiana in 6, just with all the injuries that the Bucks have had, and I think the Bucks are cooked. Um, okay, let's talk about. Oh yeah, let me give a little love to let me give a little bit more love to Minnesota because I talked about Phoenix a lot there. I didn't really talk enough about Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels has been a stud in this series, dude. Anthony Edwards was right when he said they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels has been balling in this series. He really has been, man. Jaden McDaniels is I've always liked Jaden McDaniels. I always thought he was a really good player, great defender, but I didn't quite know that he had this in him, this scoring ability that he has. I didn't know he had that in him. I really didn't. He's been amazing in this series so far. Now that could be just because he's at home. You know what I mean? Role players play different at home compared to the road. So we'll see what Jaden McDaniels does when they go on the road at Phoenix. But so far in this series, man, he's been great. I mean, he's really, really been great. I've been loving what I've been seeing from Jaden McDaniels. And then Anthony Edwards struggled last game, but Anthony Edwards has made a great impact on both sides of the ball in this series. He was great defensively in game 2. Game 1, he was phenomenal both ways. And Ant Man, I listen. I love Anthony Edwards. I think he's great. But he's the type of guy that could be the face of the NBA. He really can be with his charisma, his personality, his play. I mean, um, I like Ant Man. I mean, I think Ant Man can be really special, and he's been shown it these past 2 games. So I just wanted to give a little bit more love to Minnesota. That's all. Just a little bit more love to the T Wolves. Okay. Let's see what else. Trying to memorize these series, man. It's hard to memorize them sometimes. Oh yeah, Clippers Mavericks. Okay, Clippers Mavericks. I think Dallas winning that game too is massive. Um, and I think why the Clippers lost game 2 was someone said it earlier was Ty Lue taking Russell Westbrook out of the game in the fourth quarter. I think that screwed the Clippers up. But also screwed the Clippers up, to be honest with you guys, was Kawhi Leonard playing in that game. And here's why. Because game 1, the Clippers had an identity, they had a formula, they had a game plan, and they freaking killed the Mavericks. They sliced the Mavericks up big time. And then with Kawhi coming back, and listen, he's Kawhi, he's fantastic, but it's gonna it, but it was going to take Kawhi a while for him to find his rhythm. So I think Kawhi coming back not only screwed the team's rhythm up, his rhythm was he didn't have any rhythm, which ultimately screwed up the whole team's rhythm. That's what I think, and I think he's going to also struggle a little bit in Game 3 too. So I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to win Game 3, and I want to talk about this because not enough people are talking about this. Luka was fantastic on defense in that game three, in that game two, excuse me, in that game two. Luka was so good defensively, and Luka's been pretty good on defense. He really he's been. I mean, he's been good. Um, Listen, man, Luka's never had a reputation of being a good defender, but Luka has been really, really good so far in the series on defense, and I think that should translate the rest of the series. Um, I think the Mavericks win Game 3. I think the Clippers win Game 4. I think the Mavs win excuse me. I think the Clippers win Game 5. I think the Mavs win Game 6 and 7. That's what I'm going with. Mavs in 7. Um, okay, let's see here. Uh, What else can we talk about? Um, I cover everything. Let's see. I covered the Philly New York series. Covered Boston Miami. I covered Minnesota and Phoenix. Episode 1 of the Hoopin' News Update Show, guys. Episode 1. I'm excited about this. I got my passion for live streaming back. They came back. Um, and then oh yeah, Cleveland, Orlando. I think that'll be a sweep. I think Cleveland's going to win these 2 games and sweep Orlando. Orlando's offense is just not good enough. Donovan Mitchell has been really good in the series. Ain't seen you since the bubble. No, I mean that's not true. I streamed before. I mean, listen, man. I told you I lost my passion for streaming. I mean, it was weird. I just didn't have it in me to do it anymore. But doing that stream that I did a month ago, and then doing the stream I did a week ago, it just brought it back, man. Now I want to do it. You know what I mean? It's like the weirdest thing ever. Like I love it again. I mean, like yeah. So I'm very happy to be back. Um, very happy. Extremely happy. Um, Shoot, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Cleveland, Orlando. Listen, man. Orlando's offense just ain't good enough. They're young. I mean, it's good that they made the playoffs, but yeah, they're getting out of here in 4. I think Cleveland's sweeping them. And then Thunder Pelicans, no Zion. Thunder in 5. Thunder showed you these past, especially last night, that they're just way better than the Pelicans when the Pelicans don't have Zion. I firmly believe in my heart of hearts, if the Pelicans had Zion, they would win that series against Oklahoma City. But them not having Zion just kills them. I mean, it really does. It really, really hurts them. So I think that's why I just like the Thunder. I think the Thunder are going to get bounced in the second round, though. I'll talk about that on another episode. But yeah. Let's see here. Stay on. I'm gonna stay on for a bit longer. I still got. I got some time before I got to get off. Looking. Yeah, man. Let's. Okay. This is authentic right here, man. Not trying to pretend to be someone else, steal someone's catchphrases and steal their wardrobe, you know what I mean, or anything like that. I'm me. I'm hooping news updates, man. That's fantastic. And then I guess I could cover the NFL draft a little bit. I mean, I think Caleb will go number 1 to Chicago. I think, J I think Drake May will go number 2 to Washington. I think the, bold prediction, I think New England Patriots trade the 3rd overall pick, to a team that wants Jaden Daniels or J.J. McCarthy. Stay tuned for that. I think New England trades that 3rd pick. That's a gut feeling that I have. Um, just a gut feeling. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will go 4 to Arizona. I think the Chargers take that offensive lineman from Notre Dame at 5, and I think either the Giants at 6, if they don't move up and take a receiver, I think they take the wideout from LSU. I forget his name, but he's a wideout from LSU. I think they take him, and yeah, that's what I'm going with the NFL draft for the top 6. Um, so yeah, man. Let's see here. Just checking this out. Whoever said they're right. This is like a TikTok format. I mean, damn, this is like a TikTok format. Yeah, yeah, it's wild, man. It really is. It's wild that that's funny, man. Shoot, that's funny. And then let me give you guys some. All right, let's do this. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Let's talk about tonight's games a little bit more. Let's do some like for all the games, like the what needs to happen. Um, let's see here. Okay, let's talk about Cleveland, Orlando. The keys for both teams to win tonight. Orlando has to make shots. Alvin Carroll, Franz Wagner, them guys got to step up. Cole Anthony, Markel Fultz, Jalen Suggs, them guys just got to hit shots. Their defense has been good. They just can't score. They need to find a way to score the ball tonight. Cleveland, just do the same things that they were doing in the first 2 games. Just keep on playing stellar defense. Mitchell needs to be great. But honestly, yeah, I think Orlando's just not ready for these moments yet, and I have Cleveland winning tonight. And then Philly, New York. Like I said, beginning the video, like my hot take, I firmly believe Philadelphia will win this game. I think they're going to win 4 straight. I think they're going to beat the Knicks 4-2. But but I believe that the Philadelphia 76ers will blow them out tonight. I think Tyrese Maxey is a monster game. I think Joel Embiid goes off for 30. I think Tobias Harris or Kelly Oubre gives them a nice 16 to 17 points tonight. And I think the Philadelphia 76ers win by 10 plus points tonight. And the New York Knicks will show why they're fraudulent. And then the other game, um, Nuggets Lakers. Listen, man, at this rate, it doesn't seem like the Lakers can do anything, to be honest with you guys. But the Lakers were up by 20. The Lakers played well with them. They just can, and they had a big lead in the first game too. So the Lakers can they can get leads on the Denver Nuggets. Like they got a 15-point lead on them in game 1, and they got a 20-point lead on them in game 2. It just doesn't seem like the Lakers can just put that nail in the coffin late in games against them. So LeBron has to be fantastic tonight. They have to feed AD all day, all night. I mean, they have to feed him. They need D'Lo and Reeves to play well. I mean, and then for the Nuggets, man, like Jokic to just keep on being Jokic, Jamal Murray to be that guy, MPJ to hit some shots, Aaron Gordon to do his dirty work stuff that he does so well. You know what I mean? Be that great defender, be that lob threat. You know what I mean? Be that pick and roll guy with Jokic and Murray and just be that guy, man. You know what I mean? And then the Nuggets bench, that is the biggest weakness for the Denver Nuggets, is that bench. Their bench is horrible. I mean, I shouldn't say horrible, but there's not like a score on that bench. Peyton Watson's a great defender. Christian Brown can hit a shot here and there, and he's a tough, sturdy player. So, yeah, the Nuggets bench is not, I won't say terrible, but it's not that great. You know what I mean? So, tonight, I do have I'm gonna say Denver. I just it's just one of them things, man, where the Nuggets just have their number. It's just one of them scenarios that they just have their number. I mean, it is what it is. It's at this rate, that's all you could say. It is what it is. So I would think the Nuggets win tonight. I think it'll be a close game, but I think Denver edges them out. Ah, okay. The Hooping News Updates episode one. I mean, like the Hooping News Updates show, episode one. I think went well, pretty good. I'm excited to do this every week. You know, what I mean, this will be fun to do this every single week. But let me know. Let me hold on. Let me know what you guys think about it, man. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Yeah, man. I'll see y'all next week. I had a blast.